Well, the algorithm really seemed to like my last video, so I guess I better fucking use this opportunity to make something trendy and cool so I get that effect again. And I think I have the perfect idea actually. Now, if you're one of the many people who just recently discovered this channel, I advise you to resist the urge to unsubscribe after reading the title of this video, because if you stay around for a tiny bit longer, I'm sure I will convince you to give this plan a go, as well as inform you. I almost forgot how to fucking pronounce R of how to avoid the unwanted side effects. Well, there really is only one or two. And of course, I'm talking about consuming raw garlic. This is something that Eric Bugenhagen and Natural Hypertrophy and fucking every single Eastern European person to ever exist. Not saying that those two are Eastern European, I'm saying that in addition to those two, that all these people have been preaching for various lengths of time. Fucking Natural Hypertrophy made a video about it like, I think a little less than a year ago, and then another one like 2 years ago or three. And then Eric Bugenhagen is please remember classic video with his face as the thumbnail. I think that's like a good 4 years old at this point, or it could be younger, I'm not sure. And then obviously the other European cultures and even like Asian cultures have been fucking preaching about this for literally probably millennia, right? Centuries at least. And there is a good reason, because consuming the raw garlic makes you fucking unstoppable. And in this video, we will be going over the why, the how, and the troubleshooting if you know, what's it called? If you end up, and when you end up trying this and you experience the troublesome side effects, which I'm just gonna stop beating around the bush, you're gonna smell like fucking rat anus for quite a considerable amount of time after consuming it. But in my humble opinion, if you can like negotiate that and like navigate that around when you have your social events, you can time it properly and have it be a net negative. I mean, a net positive. Fuck. You do not want it to be a net negative. Now, why would you do this? First of all, it makes you feel way healthier in general, and especially if you're sick. I think this is the biggest advantage if you want to recover from any fucking cold or flu or whatever. I'm not gonna say it helps you with COVID because I legally cannot say that. But basically, it seems to be that most like respiratory illnesses that aren't that severe, if you take a clove or two of raw garlic every single day that you're sick, you will fucking obliterate the virus, because the allicin in the garlic will have a nice um, have a nice talk with whatever bacteria or virus is infecting you, and they will come to a mutual agreement that it would be best if it fucking left your body right this instant. Now, if you have blood pressure issues, considering garlic is the allicin, I think, or some other like sulfurous compound. I'm not sure about the science aspect of it. What I do know is that it is a vasodilator, which can help lower your blood pressure if that's something you're struggling with, and also vasodilator if you spent any considerable amount of time on the More Plates More Dates YouTube channel. First of all, I'm sorry for your loss if you have. Second of all, I'm sure you've picked up that a vasodilator is something that Mr. fucking Derek likes to talk about when he talks about pump supplements. So garlic, raw, obviously, is actually a pump supplement. I haven't noticed that big of a difference myself while consuming it, but then again, I'm not really a seasoned veteran. I mean, I'm Hungarian, so that's my claim to fame in the fucking garlic category that puts me ahead of most of the world. But I'm still rather inexperienced with this, so I cannot say. Try it for yourself. Now, why raw garlic? Why not cooked? It what's it called? It's kind of like how cooking some things takes the like cooking meats enhances the absorption of nutrition and whatever the fuck, and you can like get more shit out of that. But some vegetables, cooking them, especially like boiling them, really like takes away their flavor and takes away their efficacy. And therefore the same thing happens with garlic, where it's like, sure, it's a great ingredient to use cooked, and it still has benefits, but less so. It's way more potent raw, is what I've heard and what I've experienced. So you're just gonna have to kind of fucking deal with the sting. Unlucky, but very lucky actually, because after a while you'll learn to actually like the taste, and obviously, after the first use, you're gonna like the benefits. Now, once I've sold you on this idea, how do you actually do it? My recommendation is to take 1 to 2 large cloves or 2 to 3 small cloves in one day, and you're gonna take these, separate them obviously from the rest of the bulb, and you're gonna crush them with a flat side of the knife. If you watch any cooking video that involves garlic, you fucking see them do this. And cut it thinly lengthwise. I don't really like to dice it or mince it, because it's like, I mean, you can. I just don't like the texture that way as much as it is like very thinly sliced. And you want to sprinkle this over any meal, right? You can just kind of like chew on the whole clove if you're a fucking maniac or if you're more experienced. I personally do not do that. The few times that I employ this safety measure of taking the raw garlic, I do not fucking just chew on the clove. Though that would be really funny, and it would be pretty cool for you to do, and I'm sure you will get the same effects, benefit wise. But you may get a bit of like a what's it called? If this is your first time doing it, it may cause other unwanted side effects because your body is very, very not used to this like acidic and this harsh of a plant being consumed, especially not if you have the whole clove at once. So what I recommend is to sprinkle those slices that you made using the preparation I've outlined previously over any meal that you think it'd go with. Use your head. I'm not going to explain to you what it would pair with. No, don't fucking put it into your protein ice cream and expect it to taste nice. Obviously, it won't. Any savory meal, pretty much, it would go with most of them. Just make sure that you chew it adequately. You don't want to like avoid the flavor because you're gonna smell like fucking anus regardless, right? So if you're gonna tank the difficulty, you might as well get the most benefit out of it, and the way you get the benefit out of it is by crushing it. This is I got from the natural hypertrophy video that you can't just swallow it, though. On second thought, it's like common sense, right? That you do actually need to crush it for the things to be released, and that is why we crushed it with the knife earlier. Now, after you're chewing it adequately, you swallow it, whatever, you're gonna get the benefits the next day of being fucking less sick, just better vitality and potentially also the pumps. Let's troubleshoot, because there is going to be a pretty glaring and pretty obvious side effect, which is that basically every part of you that can smell like shit will. Now, it is for this reason that I recommend to not have raw garlic any less than 48 hours before meeting a girl or meeting like a group of friends who you want a good first impression with, right? I know it sounds kind of fucking goofy to like be discussing this in like scientific terms. It's like, oh, the Allison makes you smell like rat intestine, but it's like, that is the practical downside. So you do want to avoid, you do want to time that to avoid making that very funny first impression to people, and therefore you want to give yourself like a full day to like that recover where you have no like major social event happening, and that way you can kind of flush it all out of your system, and because of the adequate time I believe for the smell to dissipate, given that you're taking the proper precautions, obviously. Now the precautions are gonna be: tip one, use a tongue scraper. You can buy a tongue scraper for like fucking $10 or something on Amazon, 12 I think. And you got 2 tongue scrapers for it, so you can fucking give it to a friend. Nice late Christmas present. And it'll last you a very long time because it's made of metal. You can just wash it, it'd be hygienic, and scrape the back of your tongue, and that'll get rid of that will soften the blow definitely. Tip number 2 is, again, I got from the natural hypertrophy video. I cannot credit this man enough for the garlic advice, is to chew on cloves. Not cloves of garlic, but like cloves, the actual spice. This neutralizes whatever smell you have going on in there. And for the duration that you're chewing it, just give it a try. I can't exactly explain it, but it's a very nice effect. And tip number 3 is to hydrate. Please drink water. That will help you flush your For this, the other hydration tips like the salt and potassium, obviously you should be getting those in anyways, but the water is really what's most important for this. It's what's gonna like clean you out, and it's gonna flush out the smell better. And the reason I didn't put like chewing gum or having a mint or anything on this list of troubleshooting is that I really don't recommend it directly after, because in my opinion it actually makes it worse, because you're not gonna smell like what's it called, what you would like the effect to have the gum have. It's gonna be like the background is gonna be like kind of fucking the minty shit, and then like, but the main thing is still gonna be the garlic. So it's just gonna smell like you're trying to disguise it, basically, and it's not gonna work very much. It's like a fucking grizzly bear hiding behind a palm tree. It's not gonna work very well. So this is why you chew on cloves, use your tongue scraper, drink a shitload of water, and take that 2-day. Give yourself like a 2-day window before any like major social event where you want to make a really good impression. With this information, you are now armed. Go consume the raw garlic to enhance your mindset, enhance your pumps, and enhance your immune system, so you will get sick less, and so you will be able to horse hefty loads more and train more, and spend time with your loved ones. Actually, maybe not spend time with your loved ones. Just fucking spend time by yourself for the 2-day quarantine that I've outlined, and then go tongue scraper. Yeehaw, you can do that more. But overall, it will make you a lot healthier. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos such as fucking garlic tips. And yeah, that's it. I also have a novice program. Maybe if you're interested in it, it's $7. If you're in the mood to fucking check that out, go ahead and do so. And yeah, hopefully have a great it's Thursday now, yeah. Have a great January 4th.